Hi and welcome to the stock market analysis. Today let's gonna look at the S&P 500, the Dow and the Nasdaq. Now it's very important for us to look at the three major indexes because 75% of stocks, they follow the direction of the market. So we're gonna look at the daily chart and then we're gonna look at the 60-minute chart. Maybe if we have time, we're gonna look at some of the stocks, especially tech stocks, and see what they are doing. Okay, I have with me here the daily chart of the S&P 500. As you can see, it's in an uptrend since about October last year. It has gone up, and recently it has just broken off a ascending triangle pattern. You can see it here. Okay, really very interesting how the ascending triangle formed, and it broke out of this. And so now the S&P 500, the spot is at the top of this ascending triangle. I think today there is some correction or something, so we don't know whether it's going to correct down to here, but later we look at the 60-minute chart to determine. Okay. But the rising 20 MA and 50 MA tells us that the market is strong, and most likely it's going to continue to move up higher. So if it drops to this area, it may be a very good area to buy and buy the dips. Since uptrends are usually good places for you to buy the dips and the breakouts. Okay, let's look at the 60-minute chart. Okay, the nearest spot here, the S&P 500 dropped below this top here, the spot area, and right now is still above the 60-minute 200 MA. I attach quite a lot of significance in the 60-minute 200 MA because it kind of tells us where the short-term trend is. So as long as the S&P 500 stays above the 200 MA, we can continue to be bullish short-term on it. And of course, this support area as well, watch it very carefully. If it drops below this area, then most likely we'll go down to here. Alright, let's take a look at the Dow Jones, but we'll look at the DIA instead, which tracks the Dow. So it has broken out of this consolidation. So this will be the nearest daily support. Okay. Still above the 20 MA bullish, still above the 50 MA midterm bullish. So as long as it stays above this top of this rectangle, this consolidation, just need to be continue to be bullish on it. 60-minute chart, it broke out, right? Then it formed kind of something like a box and broke out of it. Let's draw for you to see. Okay, consolidated a bit and also broke out again. So at this moment, still rising. Okay, nearest support here, nearest support here. It's important for us to look at support because if in the event it drops, alright, and the support holds, most likely just continue to bounce up. Okay, so rising 20 MA, rising 50 MA points to bullishness. The short term, so I will remain bullish as long as it's above this two moving average and above this support area. Now let's take a look at the QQQ, which tracks the Nasdaq. Okay, QQQ is not doing so well today, okay? And this is the support area. Okay. Rising 20 MA, rising 50 MA tells us that it's still in a very nice uptrend, and we should continue to be short-term bullish and mid-term bullish. So there is a possibility that when it drops to around this area, we could see if it could buy at dips. Okay. So for me, it's very easy. If it doesn't drop below this support area, moving averages are still rising, so things are going to be okay. Okay, but short-term wise, if you trade the intraday or holding for 1 or 2 days, things are not so good at the moment. It has dropped below the 60-minute 50 MA, so I usually short-term I do not like for traders to take a position if there is below the 60-minute 50 MA. We can draw an uptrend line here. Okay, it has dropped below the 50 MA, so don't long stocks for the short term at the moment. You might want to see it stabilize around here, maybe the 60-minute 200 MA. So the uptrend line here is another gauge. If it drops below this uptrend line, you know it's going to fall to this area. Okay, not a good time to buy tech stocks at the moment. Okay, for the short term, maybe wait for it to drop to this area, stabilize, and then you see whether it goes back the 60-minute 20 MA. Okay. Now, if we can just extend this this trend line to here, the lows, we connect as many lows as possible. Okay. From a daily point of view, the techs are still okay. The QQQ are still okay as long as it stays above this uptrend line. So not much of a worry of a big correction down to the 200 MA. So it's a simple trend line analysis. I want to show you Meta platforms. It's amazing what this stock does. Meta is Facebook. Okay, I just call it Facebook because we are all very familiar with it. From about, this is the monthly chart, 380, 370, dropped to around 90 something, and he recovered all the losses and make new highs. So at this moment, I think it's a bit parabolic. Okay, and it has dropped below the 50 MA, something not so good. This is a support area, and if it drops below this support area, then most likely it can just continue to go down and correct. Nothing wrong with it, okay, because if stocks have gone up a lot, it might just correct. Maybe it can drop to 20 MA, you can find a dip or something, but overall, daily chart says that it's quite strong. 20 MA rising, 50 MA rising, 200 MA rising. So short term, mid term, long term, we want to stay bullish bias and see if we can buy dips. Microsoft, another stock that has made new highs. So tech stocks are making new highs. If tech stocks, now just want to talk about tech stocks. When it comes to the stock market, if tech stocks are doing very well, and also if semiconductor stocks are doing very, very well, and they're leading the market, this is a true bull market. When semis and tech stocks they lead, it's actually very, 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 very good for the stock market in the mid-term and long-term. So do remember that, and we can see a lot of semi stocks like Nvidia and Microsoft and so on, the tech stocks. Semi stocks and tech stocks, if they are in an uptrend, they are doing well, then the stock market is healthy. Alright, let's just go back to this daily chart of Microsoft. It's kind of gone up quite a lot actually. If we take the measured move from here to here, just clone it, or you can copy it. Just take a measured move and project it from the base here. So a possible target is here, but looks like it wants to, roll over and meet the 20 MA. Let's take a look at the 60-minute chart. Okay, trend is still up. Okay, this is a support area. Okay. And here is a support area. Important for us to look at 60-minute chart because you can get an early indication if the trend is changing. So if this support holds, maybe it will continue to trade sideways, but if it drops below the 60-minute 50 MA and drops below this area, we might see it going lower and meet the 16-minute 200 MA. So generally you want to buy stocks for short-term trading when it's above the 20 MA and 50 MA like here. Okay, but when it drops below the 16-minute 50 MA, you gotta be a bit cautious. Now one more stock, Apple. Okay, daily chart of Apple. So Apple, excuse me, got phlegm in my throat. So this stock has been respecting the 200 MA so far. You can see it finds support here, support. That's why the 200-day moving average is a very good area to find trades. Recently a double bottom trade, okay, but it got a bit resistance over here. Let me just draw the resistance area. Good to look at resistance area so that you know what you're dealing with. So this is a resistance area, all highs. That's why it's finding hard to go. But 200 MA is rising, so maybe if it drops to 200 MA, you might want to see if it can bounce back up again. 60-minute chart, you can see that. Let me just remove the drawings. Okay. You just remember this is a area of resistance. We form this double top. Let's draw for you to see. 60-minute double top, and it's kind of like rounded top, you know. So when you see this kind of like double top is rounded on the roll over, and then it drops below the 60-minute 20 MA at a resistance area, most likely it's going to roll over, and you can see it just going down. So what we do right now is stay bearish buyer short term on Apple as long as it's below the declining 20 MA. You only want to think about longs when it goes back above the 60-minute 20 MA. So see whether support here can hold or not, and then those want to trade, see if support holds, and if it can go back above the what do you call it, the 20 MA. So short-term trades, you always want to look at the 20 MA of SPY. This is SPY, okay. Only initiate short-term trades when it's above the 60-minute 20 MA like here. When it goes down, you don't want. Okay, like right now it has gone below, alright, the 60-minute 20 MA. So not a very good time to long stocks at the moment. Just hold on. Okay, it has actually gone below the 50 MA as well. So just hold on and be patient. So I hope this analysis has been helpful. So this is we look at the major indexes in some stocks. Hope that it is helpful, it help you. And if you find it helpful, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for more analysis like this. And I'll see you in the next one.